Hey guys, and welcome back to Misha's Corner. Today I'm going to show you how to make this gochujang chicken and shrimp fried rice. Alright, so I'm going to start with the chicken, and this is some of the ingredients. I have seasoning, sesame oil, soy sauce, brown sugar, gochujang, of course, and this is pretty much going to be the marinade for the chicken. So you're going to add some gochujang to this bowl. I wanted a little more, so I put a little more, child. To me, it seemed like a lot of chicken. It was two large chicken breasts, and I cut them into strips. And I'm going to add some of this smokehouse maple. I like this seasoning right here. Some sesame oil and some soy sauce. And I did add a tablespoon of water down in here to melt down the gochujang. But again, the recipe will be in my description box. So now I'm grating some ginger down in here. Don't leave this out because the ginger picks it up. And so I'm just grating some fresh ginger, maybe about a tablespoon or so. Make sure you scrape the back if you're using a grate, yeah, pretty much like I am. And then you want to mix this up. And this is pretty much the marinade for the chicken. You can use this on pork as well if you prefer. But it's an easy marinade. It's super simple. You could even make it ahead and keep it in your refrigerator for like a week. So, it's versatile. So then I'm going to add this marinade to the chicken. Look how beautiful it looks. The ginger, everything just all up and through there, okay? And like I said, that's 2 chicken breasts. If you prefer thighs, that's fine as well. And I'm going to put it all in here. Don't waste that marinade. It's good, okay? So now I'm going to mix this up. Y'all, look at this marinade on this chicken. Like, I can't even deal. It looks so good and smells even better. The gochujang does it gives it a kick. It's not hot. A child can eat it. It's not very spicy, but it does have a kick to it. So, don't be adding all kinds of peppers, red pepper flakes and all this. I know y'all extra. I can't even lie, I am too. But just make sure you taste it before you add all the other extras that you prefer in your food. Now to a screaming hot skillet, I'm going to add more butter. The skillet is on high. It's not even on medium, it's on high, okay? Because it needs to be hot. As you can see, the butter is already turning color. I don't use oil like that in the house, so I always use just butter. But if you have olive oil or whatever oil, just make sure your heat is on high because you want to sear the chicken. You don't want to boil it. Do what I'm doing, okay? You see I put the chicken in there? And now I'm going to spread it out. I'm not mixing. I'm not folding. I'm not nothing. All I'm doing is gently spreading it out so it can hit the surface of the pan. And that's it. Because you want to, try to get a sear on the bottom. And that's why my heat is so high. Okay? Because y'all already know chicken will sabotage you, honey. Okay? A piece of chicken never cared at all. So now you're going to add some onions on top. I'm using white onions. You can use the onions you prefer. And then I'm just going to let it sit there. It's going to sit right there for about 5 to 8 minutes. After about 8 minutes, this is me doing my first flipperoo. As you can see, it's nice and seared and smells amazing. First of all, I really, really, truly hope somebody tries this marinade because it's actually really good. It wouldn't even make my channel, first of all, but outside of that, this marinade is really good and fast, and you can make it in bulk. You can even freeze it, child. So, so it'll be good to go. So now you're just going to start mixing everything together, the onions with the chicken, the marinade. This chicken is perfect for weeknight meals, quick and easy. And as you can see, there's no liquid in the pan. It's nice and seared and ready to go. And now I'm going to move on to the fried rice. But this chicken recipe is amazing. I think you guys should give it a try. Is some of the ingredients that you'll need, and we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to season up my shrimp with both the spices that I just showed you guys. Remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box, so make sure you guys check that out. So you want to season your shrimp liberally because, season your shrimp. And now I'm going to get to cooking it off. Alright, so to my skillet, I'm going to add some butter down in here and get it nice and melted down. And now I'm going to cook off my eggs first because I like the bright yellow color or orange color, whatever you call your eggs, child, in the fried rice. So I always cook the eggs separately. But honestly, if you just prefer to cook it all together, go ahead and cook it all together. Also, you don't want to cook your eggs super all the way. It'll finish cooking once you remove it from the skillet. So don't overcook your eggs. But that's just me being particular. Cook your eggs however you want to. But so now I have butter and sesame oil this time. And I'm going to add the seasoned shrimp down in here. If, make sure you turn your heat up. I'm on medium high. I wish I had it on high because I wanted a deep sear on the shrimp. But we all can't be perfect, right? So make sure you turn your stove up. Okay? But I bet you this won't happen when I'm cooking this chicken that I'm about to show y'all. But once you get your shrimp nice and cooked, don't cook this all the way either as well. I cooked the shrimp, probably was in here for 2 minutes, and then I removed it because it's going to be cooking again in the rice. And who wants rubbery shrimp? Now look at me talking like I could even eat it. I'm something else. Anyway, so we're going to add some onions, scallions, garlic, ginger to the butter and sesame oil, as well as some corn and peas. Corn and peas are optional. It's just vegetable. You don't want it, leave it out. Because I can see the phone now. I could see people rolling them eyes right now. But get your veggies nice and translucent and soft. All right, so now I'm going to season the veggies up with the same 2 spices that I used on the shrimp. And yeah, you already know McCormick is always going to show up, honey. Show up and show out because they're a one-stop shop. Spices. This is why when I made spicy girl and instant lemon pepper, I believe like if I want seasoning, why do I need to buy 10 to 15 to get one flavor? You know what I'm saying? Like Spicy Girl, it was just a one-stop shop. And I like McCormick because it's a one-stop shop. I'm not even sponsored. These people don't even know I use their spices, child. But I'm just trying to help my audience. So now I added my rice down in here. Now, don't talk about my rice, child. It was frozen because I made it this morning. Well, the morning that I cooked this. And then I put it in the freezer because, it's supposed to be overnight rice. But listen, I fast-tracked it, okay? And so I added some sweet soy as well as some regular soy, some crunchy chili. And now I'm going to mix this up. And that's it. Fried rice doesn't require a whole lot. People often put like other things down in here. I just keep it simple. Someone did request a recipe to try a different way, but I just didn't do it today. But I will though. So then I added the shrimp. Look how beautiful that shrimp looks with the eggs. And that's it. Didn't I just make shrimp fried rice? Or some type of shrimp rice on here? Listen, I don't care. Let's move on. Yeah, and so now you just want to get everything nice and combined and mixed together. And this is the rice. Nice and easy to make. You can't mess it up. Very few ingredients. And you can swap the shrimp for chicken, beef, pork, or none at all. And this is me just plating everything up. Y'all, look up, first of all, the vibrance on this chicken is crazy. But look how delicious this looks. I hope you guys give it a try. Thank you for your support. As always, I love y'all for watching and still supporting after all these years. And I'll catch you on my next video. Bye.